Yo, what's up guys? We are back and I have new information on the Nintendo Switch dock not working. I've already done 2 videos on this in the past, and I've gotten mixed reviews on them. Most people, roughly 70% of people reply saying, "Thank you, this worked perfectly, my dock is now working, thank you so much." And then you get the few people in there who say, "This didn't work for me at all," and it always confused me how it works for some people, but then for other people it didn't. Until now, because we have new information on this topic, there is actually 2 different problems that the Switch dock has that causes it not to work. In my previous videos, I was doing solutions for one of those 2 problems, whereas people who have the other problem that I didn't know about until now, it wasn't working for them because it's not the same problem as what I was having. Now, the way to distinguish which problem you have is actually the indicator light on the Switch dock. If your Switch dock light is blinking, right? If it's blinking with the Switch in the dock and there's nothing on screen, the Switch isn't charging, there's nothing on screen, and you have that green light flashing, then you actually have a different problem than the problem that I've been doing videos on thus far. If you do that, if you put your Switch in the dock and the green light is not blinking, then you have the same problem as what I've been having with mine, and the previous videos I've done should fix your dock perfectly fine. I'll leave a link in the description to the previous video if you haven't seen it yet, because if your green light on there is not blinking and you have the Switch in the dock and it's not working, then the previous video I've done should work fine for you. There's a link in the description. But if your green light is blinking, the Switch is in the dock, and it's not working, then you have a different problem. Currently, based on the information that was given to me, we don't know the reason for this problem or how it's different from the other problem. But we do have a few theories as to why this problem's occurring. If you have the blinking green light and nothing's working, a lot of people are saying that when they have this problem, they'll open the panel on the side of the dock and they'll put their hand in there and it'll be very, very hot. Which leads many to believe that this is an overheating issue, where the dock is just simply overheating and therefore not working. I don't know if that's the cause, but if you have a flashing green light on your dock and the dock is not working, then the previous videos I've done will not help you in fixing your dock. Currently, we don't have any, surefire way to fix it. I do have a couple recommendations that you can try, but keep in mind I cannot guarantee that any of these will work. This is based off of my own personal experiences and information that was given to me by the community, so I can't guarantee this will work. So my few recommendations, first of all, anytime you have any sort of, connection issue with any electronic, you always, always, always want to check your wiring. So check your wires, look to see if there's any visible defects such as tears in the wire or faulty ends or anything like that. If you check all of your wires, they're all plugged in, and you don't see any visual signs of defect, then it's most likely not an error in your wire connection. But you always want to check that first, because sometimes it could just be as simple as this wire's not getting good contact, and therefore you always want to check that. Next recommendation I have is check for dust. If you look inside the top of your dock here, and you see a visible amount of dust, then what I would recommend doing is unplugging the dock, getting yourself one of those electronics cleaning spray cans. It's a little aerosol can that's just filled with air. It's just air. You're going to want to make sure you unplug the dock first before you use it, because those spray cans can cause condensation, and if you're spraying water on an electronic that's plugged in, it's not a good idea. So make sure it's unplugged, grab yourself one of those air cans, spray all the dust out, give it a couple seconds for everything to dry up in case there was condensation buildup from you spraying, plug it all back in and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then the dust wasn't the issue. But sometimes you can get built up dust in the connectors, and that will actually cause the connection between the dock and the switch not to work properly. So, check for dust. If you see a visible amount of dust in there, clean it out and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then you can try some of the other things, which is if my third suggestion would be to unplug everything, right? Unplug absolutely everything. And bring your dock. First of all, if you're running your dock off of a power strip, right, and not plugged directly into the wall, try plugging it directly into the wall instead of the power strip. Because sometimes there can be a drop-off in voltages if you're running a bunch of things off of the same power strip. So try plugging it directly into the wall, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then that's not the issue. Then you can also try unplugging everything, bringing it into a separate room in your house with a different TV or monitor, and plugging it up that way, because sometimes different rooms in your house can actually, if you're running a bunch of things, can actually cause slight differences in voltage outputs, which can sometimes cause little issues like this. There's no guarantees, but it's worth a try. I have seen instances in where people have a dock that's not working in one room and they unplug it, they bring it to a different room, and then it's working. So it is worth a try. Most modern households shouldn't have this problem. My house actually has certain rooms where the voltages are different from other rooms. So it's worth a try. I can't guarantee it'll work, but I have seen cases where it is just a matter of the room that you're in, the outlet is not putting out enough voltage, in which case you should probably call an electrician, because you probably have some shady stuff going on. But yeah, so check that. If that doesn't work, and you've tried my previous video, and you've tried all the suggestions I have here, and it's still not working, then my final suggestion would be to contact the Nintendo. Like, before you go out and buy another dock, or try to take this one apart, and, the one you already have apart and try to fix it, or anything like that, If you've tried all the methods I've given thus far, and your dock is still not working, then contact the Nintendo support group. Uh, Nintendo has their own customer support line. Contact them, go through the proper channels. If you still have a warranty on your Switch, then they should just give you a new one. If you don't have a warranty on your Switch, still contact them anyway, just because they can give you recommendations, because they might have information that I don't have. So they can give you recommendations, and sometimes, in some cases, they'll even take stuff back even if you don't have a warranty on it anymore. So just before you go out and buy a new dock, check with Nintendo. If none of my methods have helped you, check with Nintendo. See if they'll be willing to either fix your dock or send you a new one. Because, I don't want people going out and wasting money on something that they don't need. So hopefully this video has been helpful. I know it's probably not what you guys wanted to hear. I wish there was like a surefire 100% guaranteed method to fix every dock that's not working properly. Unfortunately, there isn't as of right now, but I will cover this topic as more information becomes available. And hopefully in the near future we'll see a firmware update which will fix this issue. Or, maybe Nintendo will do like a large scale recall where they will take back any and all docks and replace them with ones that don't have this issue. Hopefully we'll get something like that in the near future. I will cover this topic as new information becomes available. This video was pretty much to clarify the reason why some people were, not being able to fix their dock with the methods I've given previously, whereas other people, their dock is working perfectly now because of the methods I've given. This was just a video to clarify the reason with that, because I found more information on that. And hopefully some of the suggestions I've given will actually help some of you. I can't guarantee they will. But yeah, that's about it. So I will cover this as more information becomes available. Hopefully this helped you guys. And yeah, make sure, if you haven't seen the previous videos, check them out. I'll leave the last one in the description because that one was like the most helpful one. And yeah, that's about it. So thank all you guys for watching. Let me know how this works out for you. Hopefully you guys are able to get what you need. And yeah, let me know. But thank all you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.